What is going on, guys? It is Wrestlelamia here, back with some more news. Happy Halloween. First, I want to wish you a happy Halloween and join us now as we look at the wildest news stories and rumors you need to know, including sad news for Rhea Ripley, Bobby Lashley debuts in AEW, a top WWE star missing WrestleMania 41, Cody Rhodes reveals when he's going to retire, Brock Lesnar's gift to Cody Rhodes, and much more. Be sure to subscribe and hit that notification bell for daily wrestling videos and follow us on Facebook for exclusive lists. Also check out our new videos on Wrestlelamia XL. And now let's see the intro and get straight into our first story. Our first story looks at sad news regarding Rhea Ripley. Now, when Rhea Ripley was busted open on NXT this week, it seemed like a way to further the angle between herself and Liv Morgan. However, new reports have surfaced relating to Ripley, and it appears that Ripley is now legitimately injured. WWE were actually first to break the news over on X, and they revealed that the former women's champion will be out of action for an undisclosed amount of time. Following last night's brutal attack at the hands of Liv Morgan and Raquel Rodriguez in the NXT parking lot, Rhea Ripley has suffered a fractured right orbital socket and will be out of action for an undisclosed amount of time. Now, according to PW Insider, the belief is that it likely happened in a headbutt spot when Ripley confronted Raquel Rodriguez and Liv Morgan on Raw. The angle to take her out of action on this past Tuesday's NXT episode was a late addition to the show, likely filmed there because it was Orlando and Ripley would not have to fly to do an angle. We're told that Ripley has been pulled from this week's WWE Raw taping in Saudi Arabia as well. There is no word on a timeline for her return at this time. But with Ripley being taken off TV, it allows the Ripley vs Morgan feud to breathe, and logic would dictate that Ripley is a firm favourite to win the Women's Royal Rumble in February. Whilst fans have been critical of the feud between the two women, it does seem destined for a WrestleMania 41 payoff. But Ripley has since posted her first comment since the injury news was released, and this is what she had to say over on X. Mistake number 1, you left me breathing. Hopefully more information surfaces surrounding the severity of Ripley's injury, and hopefully it's nothing too serious. We're wishing Rhea Ripley a fast and full recovery. Next up, Bobby Lashley debuts in AEW. Now, at long last, former WWE champion Bobby Lashley has made his AEW debut. Lashley made his highly anticipated debut last night on Dynamite, and he'll join forces with Shelton Benjamin and MVP to reform the Hurt Business. As expected, the group will now be known as the Hurt Syndicate. Lashley is a significant signing for the company, and it'll be interesting to see how he's presented in the coming weeks and months. Next up, a WWE champion reveals retirement date. Now, our next story examines a new interview from reigning WWE champion Cody Rhodes, who's revealed when he plans to retire from full-time active competition. The American Nightmare recently appeared on the Flagrant podcast, and he exclusively revealed that he has plans to be done by the time he's 45. I feel like I'm 39 now, and I believe I can go full-time, 100%, and be my best until I'm 45. I don't know why I've set that number in my mind, but I have a 3-year-old daughter, and I don't want to have her a dad who can do a lot or isn't strong enough. I haven't had that problem yet. I can throw her up and play with her. I want to be the kind of dad who has that strength to pick her up and do whatever she needs. I think about that a lot, but 45 is the age I have in mind for myself. The WWE fans still have a number of years before Cody Rhodes hangs up his boots, but even still, it's good to know that Rhodes is being so open and honest regarding his retirement plans. Next up, Brock Lesnar's gift to Cody Rhodes. Brock Lesnar's final WWE feud to date was with Cody Rhodes last year. During the feud, Lesnar went the extra mile in putting Rhodes over, and Lesnar even broke character after their SummerSlam match to endorse the American Nightmare. During his aforementioned podcast appearance, Rhodes revealed that after their SummerSlam encounter, Lesnar sent him an entire cow worth of steaks as a thank you for the rivalry. I'll ruin it for some. His professionalism is so underrated. Oh wow, he's one of, if not the most professional and understanding of what we wanted. He sent me some of his. He has a farm in Canada. I hope you're not mad at me for sharing this, but he sent me an entire cow worth of steaks, and he took a picture of himself with the cow because he does it all as a real farmer. I thought, what a legend. But yeah, he was the utmost professional with me. Now, Lesnar's been absent from WWE television for some time now, and whilst there are mixed reports on whether he'll return, it currently looks like the WWE have no concrete plans to bring Lesnar back into the mix until the legal issues are finalized. Next up are Cody Rhodes and Roman Reigns on good terms. Now, it's often been said that Cody Rhodes and Roman Reigns have a mutual respect backstage, but they aren't exactly best friends. With that being said, Rhodes on the Flagrant podcast said that the two don't have any interaction backstage, but Rhodes did thank Reigns for the house before Bad Blood earlier this month. I'm gonna say something to him for the first time. You'd be shocked if I came backstage. We don't have any interaction. I'm not saying anything negative about him. I've never heard him say anything negative about me. We understand where we play at this world. I did get to tell him one thing before Bad Blood in Atlanta, which to me is the thing every wrestler wants to hear. Thank you for the house. Rhodes vs Reigns Part 3 is one of the biggest matches left for WWE to book, and there's been speculation that they could potentially book the match at Saturday night's main event in December. If this is indeed WWE's creative plan, then this would be a huge ratings draw for the event, and it would highlight that Rhodes and Reigns are two of, if not the two biggest draws in the entire company. Next up is Adam Cole leaving AEW. Adam Cole's AEW career has been a mixed bag, and during a new interview with Stick It to Wrestling, Cole stated that he plans on ending his career in AEW, but that he does state never say never when it comes to other possibilities. Cole's AEW journey has unfortunately been cursed with injuries, but this doesn't mean that Cole still isn't one of the most popular acts in the company. Hopefully the former WWE star can remain healthy and fit, and AEW can build a storyline for Cole that fans can truly get invested in. Next up, a top WWE star missing WrestleMania 41. Logan Paul recently became a father, and despite being featured on the early WrestleMania 41 poster graphic, Paul claimed last night on Impulsive that he'd be missing WrestleMania as he says he has a 2-year paternity period. Paul missing the biggest show of the year would be an unusual move, as the show is still a long way away, and WWE wouldn't have likely marketed Paul if they had prior knowledge that he was never going to be working the show. It's possible that Paul is just trolling the audience and that he'll be back on TV before fans know it. There's been little to no rumors surrounding Paul's WrestleMania match, but we know that he and Cena have both teased a match, yet Cena is likely destined for another venture come WrestleMania in April. Next up, Logan Paul makes a creative pitch to Triple H. Now speaking of Logan Paul, although he's currently off TV, this hasn't stopped him from pitching creative ideas to Triple H. According to Paul on Impulsive, he directly pitched an angle which would see him team up with Dominic Mysterio. Paul would even reveal that Triple H wasn't against the idea. This would surely be one of the most detestable heel tag teams in recent years, and this could be the next step for both men in their WWE careers. The issue here is that Mysterio is embedded in the feud between Liv Morgan and Rhea Ripley. However, this isn't to say that Daddy Dom can't venture off into side quests. Would you guys like to see Paul and Mysterio join forces? Let us know in the comments down below. Next up, a plot twist comes to the Wyatt 6 storyline. Since returning to WWE programming, Bo Dallas hasn't taken part in many interviews, as he tends to keep up the kayfabe. However, Dallas took part in a recent interview with CBS Sports, and in the interview, he revealed that the Wyatt 6 storyline is about to take turns no one saw coming. There are going to be ups and downs. We'll come back more explosive than ever and keep the vibe and feeling that everyone has seen. It'll take turns no one saw coming. I think the future is very exciting and looks very bright for the Wyatt 6. The Wyatt 6 kidnapped The Miz on Raw this past week, and it looks like they're planting the seeds for a full-on war between the Wyatt 6 and the Final Testament. And finally, Hulk Hogan's new WWE deal revealed. Our final story today takes a look at Hulk Hogan's new WWE deal, as it appears to go beyond a traditional Legends deal. The WWE Hall of Famer recently appeared on the PBD podcast, and Hogan revealed that he signed a new 5-year deal with WWE, and the deal will see him involved in new projects and even projects relating to movies. Last year and a half ago, I signed a 5-year deal with WWE, and it's not a Legends deal. There's a lot more to it than that, but we got a ton of projects, documentary stuff, movie stuff. Now it's unclear what the Hulkster is referring to when it comes to movie projects, as the WWE Studios hasn't released a featured film in a number of years, but it's entirely possible that they will revive their movie division, especially with their move to Netflix. But there you have it folks, the wildest news stories and rumors you need to know. Be sure to leave your comments down below, and I'll see you next time with some more wrestling content.